Ethan has now officially been replaced.
Yeah, I've been trying for years, and now we have found a way.
Right, so welcome to the very first video on my channel this year, and today I'm joined by Alex Kersten from Car Throttle.
Hello.
We are in the Jaguar F-Type, which you've only got for another month now.
Yeah, what are we now? I've got another 24-ish days. Not that I'm counting down the days. Not counting down in a bad way. I just feel bad that I'm not going to have this car. But I've had it for about 3 months.
Right.
This being the F-Type R, and before that I had the V6S.
Yeah.
So a considerable step up in power and price.
You actually said the price to me earlier. How much is it for one of these?
Well, this spec'd up is £103,000, which, if you look at a base Mercedes AMG GT, that's still, this top spec version is still about 7 grand cheaper than the bottom spec AMG GT, and it's just as fast in a straight line. It doesn't feel quite as poised, but the noise is better. I prefer the interior because it's not so fussy. Yeah, I think I'd have this all day long. I'd save myself some money.
How much have you spent in the last 3 months that you've had it?
£4,000.
£4,000 on fuel?
No, it was a joke. I don't know, but it does drink through fuel. I think average consumption is about 24-ish, which isn't too bad, but wherever I drive, usually it's not 24 mpg. I get 24 mpg because if we're on boring motorways, then you can't really do much than 75.
Yes. Well, how much mileage have you covered in the last 3 months then?
I think we're looking at about 1,000 miles.
Right.
Yeah, which it's not a great deal at all, but then I have to divide my time between a whole bunch of different cars, like Phil.
That's true, yeah. Well, so speaking of Phil, how is Phil doing?
Phil's alright. Phil's currently under a car cover, being taken care of by that. The next step is the 1.8 engine that I rebuilt with my friend Gareth is going to be pulled out, so we're probably going to do that in the next couple of weeks. And then I'm going to be taking delivery of the Rocketeer V6.
The Rocketeer V6?
Yeah, Rocketeer V6. So that has about 260 horsepower. And the main thing is it's going to be super reliable, because there's not that much stress going through the engine, whereas with the 1.8 turbo there was always something going wrong, but now it's running alright. The last problem I had was the ECU vacuum line melted on the turbo,
yes,
as you might have seen in the behind the scenes video. And I've connected that with some Gorilla tape, which is just really hardcore duct tape. But now it's running fine. But yeah, I just need V6 in my life. It's V6 or nothing.
How many subscribers does Car Throttle have at the moment on YouTube?
Is this a test? Actually, I'll tell you what. Alright, I'll guess.
It's the nearest 1,000.
Okay. 1.8. 6, 8.
You're actually right.
Yes! Is it 1.8, 6, 8 and a half or so?
1,868,959.
Oh, 959.
As we speak.
Oh, I nearly went for 6.9 there, but I was like, I don't know if we're quite there yet.
Oh no, I just refreshed. It's 62. It's gone up by 3.
Oh, okay. Fair. I'll take that.
When Car Throttle hit a million subscribers, you did a million subscriber special video.
Yes.
Is there something in the pipeline for 2 million?
No.
There's not.
I can honestly tell you there's nothing in the pipeline, but thank you for reminding me there probably should be something in the pipeline. I'm getting a Kia Stinger in next week. You guys will probably have seen the video already, or will be seeing it in the next day. This is an awesome piece of road, by the way. So it's a Kia Stinger, and loads of people, especially on Facebook, bitch about the car, and it's like, oh, it's a Kia Stinger, it was a piece of shit, rah rah rah, why would I ever buy Korean? So I've scripted all that, and that should be quite funny. So I literally call out a few people and I say, oh, XYZ said this about it, so to make you happy, his name's Kevin, to make you happy, Kevin, here's a whole video dedicated to you, sort of thing. So hopefully that should be quite entertaining. If I were a car, I would be Phil, because I kind of totally relate to it.
Breaking down all the time.
Yeah, maybe not the breaking down part, but you know, small, pretty quick, charming, good looking, women love him, right?
I think it's mostly guys that love him.
Yeah, mostly guys, but mostly 14-year-old boys love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just such a charming car, and there's not that much value. I mean, if I wanted to sell Phil, I would get maybe, I don't know, $2,000 because of all the turbo parts. I'll never sell Phil because, one, it won't make me any money.
That's a statement.
I won't. I've said it and I'll say it again. The only way that I'll get rid of Phil is
Run it to the ground.
No, because you can never run a car into a ground because you can always change parts. But if I have a massive crash, say on the Nürburgring or so, massive wipeout, and the whole body is complete toast,
yeah,
then fair enough. I'll have to get rid of that Phil and then buy another red Mark 1 body and then put everything from Phil inside. But yeah, there's way too much history with Phil, and I just love it too much. And also the first time I bought it, the first time I wanted to look at an MX-5, admittedly, I bought the first car that I saw, which you should never do, and that's the same mistake I made with the M3. But I saw the car and I just immediately fell in love. You know, if you go to Battersea Dogs Home or so, you see a dog and you're like,
yeah,
you're my dog. You're my dog.
Yeah.
And I looked at Phil and I thought, you're my dog, you're my car, so let's go home. And yeah, I bought it. It was in great condition. Friends who have MX-5 said great condition. But obviously all the rot was from the inside out, so the outer skin looked really decent, but as we all know, it wasn't. So yeah, I love Phil too much to ever sell. And there is no monetary value in it for me anyway. So.
Is your goal to then take Phil around the Nürburgring again?
Oh yeah, Phil will definitely go around the Nürburgring again with the V6. I'll probably be a little bit more careful though, because I'll have more torque, more power, and a whole lot of valuable engine and subframe and exhaust that I didn't have before. The great thing about the 1.8 is if you break it, you can literally buy a complete engine for about 150 quid. With a V6, no, you need a lot more money than that. But yeah, Phil will go around the Nürburgring at some point.
This year?
Yeah, potentially. I love the Nürburgring. I don't go enough. So I just need to force myself to do it because I know I'll love it.
This is probably quite a difficult question.
Yeah.
But if it ever came down to it, would you pick Phil or your girlfriend?
Should I pick Phil or my girlfriend? That's a very easy question. It would have to be my girlfriend. Because she gives me things that Phil doesn't. Namely dinner. Phil has never made me dinner. All Phil has done is steal hours from me, be very exciting, and empty my wallet. Actually,
Which
my girlfriend's done that too. Yeah.
What was your first car?
It was a Ford Escort 1.6 LX, and his name was Milo.
Why guys' names?
I don't know.
I mean, normally when somebody gets a car, or a guy gets a car, they give it a girl's name.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you've gone for guys?
I don't know. I don't know, because I think I see cars more as a mate that you can have fun with, and a mate you don't really need to look after. I think people who give their cars girls' names really baby their cars and clean them and polish them and
High maintenance.
High maintenance, exactly. Whereas I want my car to be like a best friend, like a really good mate,
Yeah.
that I can rely on, except Phil. Just have fun with and not need to nanny all the time. So probably, maybe that's why. I'll tell you what, I think the defining moment for me is the Lexus project build. Because when I look back at that and I look through the videos, I'm like, damn, we actually did that, and we made an incredibly cool track car. We had a track We hired out a track, we went there, we built the car, and the times were falling, and just the shots were wicked, and that's what I'm really proud of. And I'm also really proud of the fact that I can work on a car with one of my best friends, and we have fun, and everything's so genuine and completely unscripted, and people really get behind that because then they can see themselves doing that with their friends. It's it's so awesome.
Where's the weirdest place you have been recognised?
Oh, I thought you were going to say something completely different there.
Why would you think it was
Weirdest place I've had sex?
I'd never ask you that.
Weirdest place I've been recognised? Oh, IKEA. About 3 weeks ago with my girlfriend, sitting down having my 15 meatballs, and behind me there's a mother and daughter. The daughter is, I don't know, 15.
Yeah.
And she comes up to me and says, "Excuse me, are you Alex from Car Throttle?" I was like, "Yes, but you're a girl. You must be mistaken." She was like, "No, I know you from Car Throttle." I was like, "Okay." And we took a picture, and there's my girlfriend. She's like, "Oh, I can't take you anywhere." But it happens more and more now. So yeah, my girlfriend's very good. She knows to automatically put her hands out for the person's phone to take a picture. I love when it happens. I love when people...
Give me the camera.
Yeah. I really love when people come up to me and say hello. It's awesome.
How would you describe the chemistry between you and Ethan? Obviously there's two guys, one car, which is very clearly not what you guys were all about.
Yeah.
So what's the actual chemistry like between you?
Oh, there's just so much sexual tension. He even got married to try and avoid facing up to his feelings for me, which is pathetic. And there's me, holding off getting married, just in case one day he'll be like, "All right, let's do this, let's give it a go." No, not really. Yeah, Ethan's a very good friend of mine. We have a lot of fun, there's a lot of mutual respect. Even though I wasn't best man at his wedding, which is bullshit. Yeah. Oh, my brother's gonna be best man. Like, seriously? Your brother? Like, I spend more time with you than your wife. Surely I should be best man. So I'm not butthurt about that. At all. No, I'm only joking. There's a lot of respect and we have a lot of fun, and yeah, he's a very good guy. And what I like most about Ethan is his attention to detail. He's so anal about stuff, whereas usually I'd be like, "Oh, fuck it, that's fine."
So is that what you meant by sexual tension?
Yes, absolutely.
I get it now. Okay, so on to the serious questions from Twitter. There was a question from Harrison Baker 59.
Oh, Harrison Baker.
Harrison, have you got?
Oh, classic Harrison Baker. He, I've got a bit of a long-standing joke with him. I'll put something up on Twitter and then he'll comment something like, "I don't have that car," or something, and I'm like, "Classic Harrison, thanks for your input." And he comments a lot on our videos as well, so literally anything he comments I'll just put "Classic Baker." So whatever this question is, Harrison Baker, Classic Baker.
So he asked, "How's Phil? Have you broken him again?"
Phil is good, Harrison Baker. No, I have not broken Phil again, Harrison Baker, Classic Baker. Phil's good, engine's going to be pulled, as you know. Yeah. And V6 is going in, so glory days. I haven't broken anything. In fact, I fixed something that...
well, technically he did break.
Yeah. Well, that
between the time that he asked the question and now, Phil broke.
Yeah, Phil broke, but I fixed Phil with Gorilla Tape. So.
Gorilla Tape.
Yeah. So we're all good. Thank you for your concern, Harrison Baker.
So Typer Tom, also on Twitter, asks, "Would you rather choose to have no more mortgage payments or immunity from Phil ever breaking again?"
No more mortgage payments. I would love no more mortgage payments. That would be glorious. Because, I mean, Phil breaking and me spending money on him, that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Mortgage payments are zero fun. God, I hate mortgage payments. And you said Typer Tom?
Typer Tom.
Do you mean Type R Tom?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, on his Twitter handle, it's Typer Tom.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe...
So, yes, it's probably Type R Tom.
Maybe he's a typist. Who knows?
See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that's a weird name to have for somebody that likes cars.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry if I got that wrong. It probably is Type R Tom. Somebody from Instagram, Craig Rain Photography, says, what's the best path to take to get into journalism like yourself?
The best path, probably at uni, do something like media or a journalism course. I did neither of those. But that's definitely a good way to kind of learn your craft.
Yeah.
What you can also do is speak to your local newspapers or local websites, or email websites like Car Throttle, Autocar, all the rest of it, and say, I'm interested in car journalism, could I have some work experience? And yeah, you'll get work experience somewhere. We currently don't offer work experience, mainly because we are so hard up against it, and we have so few people who run the website, so sometimes it's a little counterproductive having to help someone out. But we have done it, and we will do it again, but at the moment it's just not the right time. But yeah, just what I did is I did my undergraduate university degree. I was working at Domino's, doing nothing with my life, and then decided I should probably do something with my life. So I emailed a local newspaper. It was called the Exeter Express and Echo. I used to live in Exeter, because I knew they had a motoring section. Got some work experience there a week, and made a beeline straight for the motoring editor.
Yeah.
He seemed to like what I was doing, and then he told me about automotive journalism master's course. So I applied for that, got into that, and then yeah, did my 1-year masters. And as part of that, got given work experience. Well, we had a month off to do work experience, and did a month performance BMW, total BMW, practical performance car, and autocar.
Right. And that's how you got into autocar?
Yeah, that's how I got into autocar, yeah. I actually got job offers from 3 of those places, which was awesome. And yeah, autocar was the right choice because it's autocar. and luckily that's how I met Adnan, so it worked out really well. God knows where I'd be had I gone for any of the others. Also, create your own website, do your own car reviews of your friend's shitty cars, your shitty car.
Yeah.
And then you can prove to whoever you want to get work experience with, this is my blog, this is my website. It shows whoever's looking at your stuff that you are serious about getting into it, because we get a lot of emails saying, hi, my name's XYZ, I love cars, can I have some work experience? And you're like, no, you've made no effort here.
Yeah.
Or, dear sir, dear madam. It's like,
always a good start.
Yeah, you don't even know like who to address. So do your research, do a couple of months, on your own, writing blogs and all the rest of it. And then, you'll really hit the ground running. And if you're really serious and you want to learn journalism craft, then do a journalism degree. But you don't always have to. You can sometimes get work experience and you'll impress so much that you'll be given a job. Like the current editor of Autocar now, he never even went to uni. So it just proves if you've got it, you've got it. But you can learn it.
And finally, the last question was from M Sports Matt, which rings a bell.
Oh, I wonder who that is.
Obviously, this was based on us doing this interview before Christmas.
Yeah. And
before the 18th of December.
Yeah.
And his question was, would you like to go karting with us? And he's speaking me and him.
Yeah.
On the 18th of December for Matt's birthday, if he can arrange it. So if we forget about the birthday.
Yeah.
And just go for more, do you fancy coming karting with us at some point?
I will only go if Ethan comes, because then I know I can beat someone.
You have no idea what I'm like.
Yeah, actually, your power to weight is probably atrocious. No offense, but you're a big guy. Yeah, I'll come. I'll come if Ethan comes, because then I definitely will beat someone by a considerable margin. Thanks for coming by and chatting.
Yeah, it's been awesome. This has obviously been the first video of the year. hopefully there'll be some more videos like this coming up soon. But again, thank you ever so much for this.
It's all right,
really
man.
Appreciate
Don't
it.
worry. No, I like talking about cars and Car Throttle.